Am I the a-hole because I left my autistic husband? So I, 32F, have been married to Mark, 35M, for 5 years, together for 7. Mark is autistic, officially diagnosed in adulthood when we met and fell in love. I knew there'd be challenges like social misunderstandings, routines, etc. And I've tried really hard to be a supportive partner. I've learned a lot about autism, joined online support groups, and worked on my communication to match his needs. But things have changed over the years, and I'm now questioning everything. Lately, Mark has been making frequent comments about my appearance. Things like, "You looked thinner before you started that new job," or, "Babe, you should work out and drop some weight." At first, I chalked it up to him being blunt, but then it got more personal. He'd say things like, "I'm not as attracted to you when you gain weight," or, "Other women your age seem to care more about how they look." Whenever I brought this up, he'd always say, "I'm autistic, I just say what I think. I don't do fake compliments." Or, "You're trying to police how I communicate. That's ableist." It wasn't just comments, though, as he started exploding over small things like plans changing, or me being too emotional during arguments because of the things he kept saying that made me insecure. One time I cried after he criticized my body in front of his friends, and he told me I was being over-dramatic. Anytime I asked for some accountability, it became about his autism. "I don't regulate emotions like you do," or, "You're expecting neurotypical behavior and that's unfair." But then I noticed something strange. He was perfectly polite and even charming at work events or around certain friends. He could control his tone and avoid saying inappropriate things when it mattered. When I pointed this out, he claimed he was masking and couldn't keep it up at home. Fair. But the more I looked at it, the more it seemed like he wasn't struggling, he just didn't care how I felt. So I left him last month after a particularly cruel comment about my body. Something he later told our mutual friends but changed it up to make himself look better. But since I don't have any proof to deny what he said, my mutual friends believe that I left a disabled man for being disabled, that I couldn't handle the realities of autism. But I honestly feel like he was using his diagnosis as a shield against basic respect. So am I the a-hole for leaving a man who is autistic? Leave your thoughts in the comments.